But wait a minute, couldn't the Brothers Home event be a Squid Game reality? Did the Squid Game series actually happen? Or don't we live it every day? Didn't this game monster thrown into society spite the monster inside people? And who won? The Squid Game, the game that reveals all shame. Were the participants in this game really desperate? Maybe they were. But what about those who greedily continued to play when they could have been saved? These confusing images were first shared on Instagram by a user named @cityhermitai on October 19, 2024. It is seen that the user produced various images with artificial intelligence on his Instagram account. The images, which are thought to be the place where the real Squid Game took place, were also produced by this user with artificial intelligence. But wait a minute, couldn't the Brothers Home event be a Squid Game reality? You will be shocked when you investigate the details of the hell called Brothers Home and the victims. Brothers Home was a social welfare center that operated in South Korea from the 1970s to the 80s. However, very bad things happened in this facility. During this period, the South Korean government, under the name of street beautification, was collecting homeless people, disabled people, children, and sometimes anti-government protesters from the streets and placing them in these centers. Those held at Brothers Home were subjected to forced labor, beatings, torture, and sexual abuse. The facility was closed in 1987 after some detainees escaped and exposed the abuses. Dong Hyuk, the creator of Squid Game, did not comment on this, but said that he was inspired to write the series by his own debt-ridden 2008 crisis and the social inequalities in South Korea. At that time, he dreamed of participating in such a competition and winning money. By turning the games he played as a child into deadly competitions, he created this story that criticizes the ruthless competition of capitalism. Actually, our eyes are looking for the real game everywhere. But it is a story that we cannot say, "This is it," with a public story. Why not? Isn't life already a Squid Game? Don't focus on the bloody scenes and say, "No, it's not that much." Isn't the system of this game made with the cogs in our lives? People who are willing to lose so much to raise their standard of living between a beginning and an end. Squid Game was right. Speaking of beginnings and endings, 001 and 456, symbols of beginning and end? The number 456 doesn't stop there. It is referenced repeatedly throughout the story. Details such as the grand prize being 45.6 billion won and gi-hun's pin code being 456 when withdrawing the prize money from the ATM make viewers think that this is not a coincidence. And how much money did gi-hun win from betting in the first season? 4.5 million won. In the play, Seong Ji-hun, player 456, represents the majority who are forced to adapt to the system against their will. Seong is a former worker who organized and even went on strike. This is a non-conformity that the system will not forgive, and Seong is therefore an outcast. The envelope game at the station with the slap bet is actually about a job interview. Human resources call you in, interview you, and gauge how ready you are to be slapped. Remember what the guy at the station says: you just gave up your personal rights for money, so you are the right person for the company. Do you think the numbers given to the leads in the Squid Game were random, or did they have a meaning? Player 125. In the first season, his name was on Google as a VIP player. Now he's a quiet, cowardly, and shy player. What if the player is a billionaire VIP who wants to watch 125 games up close? What number do you think the VIP player was this season? Who will believe me if I say that the last game of the Squid Game series will have gi-hun as the frontman and the style of the games will change?
I said I played these games before!
Subscribe to our channel for more.